I see how I forgot.
I thought you were on the ball.
I was, and normally it's like boom, pow, pew, pew, and then you're on. But I had to put you on. All right.
Okay. Okay.
I'm very distracted. There's people on.
Well, look, pay attention for just a second because we keep getting this thing about visit GeorgeMagazineLive.com to join us at our live event August. You got to get rid of that.
Where's that at?
Look at the comments. You're in. You're in the media assets. In the comments, it keeps posting about that live thing. We gotta get rid of that.
All right, I'll get rid of it. I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of it. All right, we'll do it. I can't do it now.
I just did it.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, that's in the comments. All right, all good. Dave Blaze, we got a busy show today, but also
now you know why I have this background.
I've never seen it before. No, I don't.
It's because for the black pill nihilist influences, it looks like time. It looks like time is up. Dude, are you paying attention? What are you doing?
I gotta say hello to some people, man. Okay, I'm paying attention.
Do you want to do a whole separate thing where you just be on TikTok?
No, I just want to say hello to people. All right. Well,
we'll tell the Facebook and YouTube crowd that love us that you don't want anything to do with them. You just want to talk to the TikTok.
All right. I love the Facebook group. All right. So time's up. Is that what it is? See, I hear you. Go ahead. I'm listening.
All right. Never mind. Go ahead.
All right. So we got a big show ahead of us. Did you want to tell everyone about the Insiders Group or no? With the announcement?
No, we're not doing that today.
Okay, we'll do it tomorrow. Well, we'll do it.
We let our special, very unique group chat know about our the big thing that we have coming, and tomorrow we have time to do the Insiders.
Okay, we'll do it tomorrow. All right, you ready to get started with this show? There's a lot of stuff to cover.
Do you need to say hello? Let's talk to anybody.
No, it's okay.
Sure?
Right. One more. I'll say hello to D. That's it. It's all good. All right. And so we're balancing a lot of stuff. You ready to go? We'll do the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right. So much to talk about, Dave Blaze. United States forces hunt down and board a tanker ship defied Trump's quarantine. I don't think people realize how big this is, what they're doing here.
Well, why don't you show the video? Then we could talk about the...
Okay, yeah. Let me do this. Okay, so here's a video, and this is about dark routes or with the tanker ships. Here we go.
Across the globe, billions of dollars of black market oil moves through a network of aging tankers known as the Dark Fleet. From high-tech signal spoofing to old-school disguise, these vessels employ shadowy tactics to bypass international law. But a new U.S. crackdown on Venezuelan oil is finally moving to strangle this illicit trade.
The Dark Fleet model, for now, with Venezuela has been broken.
The so-called Dark Fleet is a network of some 1,400 ships that transfer Venezuelan, Russian, and Iranian oil in violation of U.S. and other international sanctions.
Now, this brings us to what we were talking about on yesterday's live show, how the United States intercepted and seized a Russian tanker in the Indian Ocean. And that plays to that very video and those 1,400 ships. Because what's happening is, and very few people know this, is that India buys their oil from Russia and Iran, but primarily from Russia. And then they refine it into gasoline and then sell that gasoline to Europe. So in effect, India was bankrolling, along with Iran, but India was bankrolling Russia's war with Ukraine. So the president put, I think, 175% or 100% tariff on all Indian goods. And now Modi has come to the table and they're negotiating. So India is going to start buying the oil from the United States. Ain't that something?
So what is going on here is that these tankers are out there in the so-called black market. They're not. The United States has sanctions, and they're going the long way around it to move oil.
Yeah, it's what I just said. India's buying the oil and refining it into gasoline and selling it to Europe. So in effect, India was bankrolling Russia's war with Ukraine.
Right. And that is why what I'm saying, Dave, is that is why with this is so important, because basically what's going on here is that these oil tankers, Trump is actually stopping them.
Right, because he's trying to shut down Russia's aggression in Ukraine. So even now, while we have our guys over there negotiating, Russia is still attacking civilian populations in Ukraine. I mean, it's really a not a good look on Russia and Putin at all.
All right. So with this, what's going on here along with that is that you have these trade routes, and that these tankers, they have tracers on them, but they're like getaway cars. They run free, but the difference is the United States is actually calling them to account on that.
Right, but it's Venezuela and Iran and Russia that are utilizing these dark fleet ships to transport oil to India to be refined, and then India sells the oil to Europe. That's the whole scheme. That's it.
Basically, with this, yeah, I know. It's like no one knows about this. And when we said this a long time ago with Venezuela, Trump was putting his blockades there, right there in Venezuela, but now he's even patrolling it all the way to the Indian Ocean, the whole thing.
Yeah, because what they were doing was trying to circumvent or, pass through out of the way so that our ships wouldn't see them. So now we're chasing them down all the way into the Indian Ocean. The bottom line here is this: we sell more of our oil on the world market, and we cut Russia's legs off economically, so they'll be forced to stop the aggression with Ukraine.
Okay, good. You want to hit the next story here, Dave?
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, this is interesting. The federal judge in California blocked this. Basically, the California law is saying that these ICE agents have to take off their masks during the operations. And it's interesting because in California, they were the big people a long time ago saying, hey, we want masks for everybody. But now when it comes to it, they're like, okay, except for the ICE agents.
They wanted masks for everybody for what?
For the COVID thing. For the COVID thing.
Oh, so they wouldn't spread COVID. So they wouldn't spread the.
Well, they were the big instigators with that way back when. Of course, you remember. Everyone had to wear masks.
Are you applying because they didn't want the virus to spread to others? You're applying that logic to ICE agents covering their face?
There's more people on this thing that watch this that did not wear masks. I mean, if you're saying that, hey, everyone's going to wear masks. No one wears masks here, Dave. Nobody wore them. And regardless of it with you in New York that people wore masks, we all protested. We said we're not wearing masks. So that's what I'm saying with California. What do you want me to do? Agree with you, Dave? That you think California, when they said mandated?
No, but you're applying what happened during the pandemic to that. Now California wants the ICE agents not to wear masks. You're saying, you know what I'm saying? It's like
I know. I think it's ironic. That's the thing. It's ironic that they used to be so much about wearing masks. Now they're insisting that they're not wearing masks.
No, ironic would be if they wanted like bank robbers, if they allowed bank robbers to wear masks, but then told the ICE agents to not wear masks. That would be ironic, but not for the pandemic thing. That's like a whole.
Okay, let's do this one. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with the law or not? The face mask law.
No, I think the ICE agents should be allowed to wear the masks.
I think so too. Okay, other other states have been doing this as well. Here you go. This is Washington State.
And the state is one step closer to banning ICE agents from wearing masks during operations in Washington state. The state Senate just passed a bill to ban the use of facial coverings by state, local, or federal law enforcement agents. The bill still needs to pass out of the House before going to the governor's office. Washington Governor Bob Ferguson has said he would sign it into law. Under the version passed today, the ban would take effect as soon as the governor signs it.
All right,
Now,
so go ahead.
What happened in California? Didn't the Ninth Circuit strike down California's law?
Right, the Ninth Circuit struck down the California law, so now ICE agents don't have to wear masks. It supersedes it. And it was a Clinton judge that said that, hey, they don't need to. The federal takes priority over that. So
Right. So the Ninth Circuit said that it's fine for them to wear the masks.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Right. So now Washington is trying. So all that the ICE is going to have to do with Washington is just appeal it to the Ninth Circuit. And
Right. I mean, it's a big. I hate to say it's like a big nothing burger, but they pass a law and then the federal says, hey, they're federal agents, they don't have to wear it. Oh, they don't have to take it off.
The problem isn't like coming from the people, right? The people that ICE might go after and so on. They're not the ones that are looking for them to have their faces uncovered. The ones that are looking to have them take down the masks are the troublemakers. The ones that just want to cause a lot of public dissent and then attack these officers' families and so forth. That's what they want to do. They want to mess them up. They want to find their identity, mess up their bank accounts, mess up their families. That's what they're after.
Even when I was traveling, if I was going like to California or something where they have patrols there, border patrols, they all have masks even way back when. They just didn't want other people to look at them or whatever. So it's nothing new. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Dave, during this time, let me just mute myself and then I want to say hello to a few people here.
Okay. All right, we got Daniel here, Phil's here. Always good to see you guys. Ginger, William, Lorianne, Tracy, great. Donna, all right. Donna's up in the frozen tundra. Teresa's here. Let's see. Aaron, all right. Going through Stella, of course. Good. See, William, Phil, just going through the comment list here. All right, the people that are protesting are claiming they're scared of ICE. If they were scared of ICE, they wouldn't be protesting. I don't think.
Yeah,
Mary Elizabeth, I got that. I got what he meant, but it was in a good analogy. And I got to keep him sharp because he's very busy touching his head when he's on. And I know he's off. He's got his mic unmuted.
I'm back on.
I know.
All right. Let me say, good to see everyone on there. And Phil, good to see you, Ginger.
Don't lie to these people. Don't lie to them. You don't want anything to do with them. You're very busy. You're very busy on TikTok.
Okay, let's do this. If we could, let me just do this so everyone knows where to get the dispatch. I got this 40-second primer here. Hey, friends, I want to tell you about the dispatch. Some of you guys already know about this, but you're going to love it. Basically, every weekday morning, you get emailed to you the day's leading stories, curated personally by me, Dave Blaze, and the rest of the George Magazine team. Very simply, it goes into your email. You can browse them very quickly, find out the day's top stories so you can get on with your day. So go to georgemagazine.com. You'll see there the dispatch link in the menu. Sign up, and then every weekday morning before 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, you get this email in your inbox and you can read it, know what's relevant for today, and get started with your day. Okay,
All right.
thank you so much, everyone. And don't forget, go to George Magazine for the Dispatch. It's free.
And
All right,
let me just say this for those that got the preview release of that special thing that we'll talk more about tomorrow.
Right.
You guys, you are gonna love it.
Yes.
It is gorgeous. Absolutely good. Wouldn't you think so, Gene?
Man, I tell you what, it's something that I've been wanting to put out for a long time. And then tomorrow, everything will be made clear. It's just that there was a small group that got it, but you'll see tomorrow. Okay, Dave, this is interesting because we're talking about Trump's endorsement here. And I think, anyway, let's do the video.
Yeah.
Here. Hold on. We discussed this long before when we're going over this. The news article says Trump's coveted endorsement isn't clearing the field in GOP primaries, but there is at least two reasons why I think that's the case. But if you want to talk about it, I can definitely weigh in on one of them.
Yeah, well, I know it's our pet peeve, but I'll voice it. The thing is that there is this group of MAGA nihilist black pill influences. That's a long name. But they're on social media. They're all over the place. They're getting exposed left and right now. I mean, since Bongino came back on the scene, and all of a sudden Bannon's and all the Epstein file. I mean, it's crazy. So anyway, my point is that it's that gang that is running these opposing candidates. So where Trump would normally go into the field and say, "Well, I'm going to endorse this one," and the other people would like, "Well, that guy got the endorsement, I'm going to drop out." No, they're pushed farther forward. And I think, personally, that's the reason for this. What do you think?
Right. No, there's an alternate viewpoint, which we know that happens. And we know that happens because after the primary, these people don't turn around, so-called Republicans or whatever, say, hey, or so-called conservatives, I should say. They don't turn around and say, hey, I lost it, but we need to put our strength behind this candidate that beat me in the primary. They don't do that. And that's the telltale. The other thing is some of them are just posturing. But I'll give you an example because we're going to see the video. Byron Donald, he will win because he's endorsed by Trump, he will win the primary for governor for the Republicans. But there's other people joining in, and we don't know if they're joining in, just to make a power play in some way or not. All right.
What you said is very important. What you just said is very important. Normally, Trump would do an endorsement, and if the other people saw their poll numbers just shrinking, they would politely drop out and give their endorsement to the other candidate. But that's not happening now.
Right. That's the telltale, because they would say, hey, I lost. People like you're way better in the primary, but because you're conservative and we both say we support Trump, I'll pour my support behind you. And that's how it's supposed to happen. Okay, here's a video just showing what's going on in Florida. Here we go.
Byron Donalds, U.S. congressman who quickly secured the endorsement of Donald Trump, formally launched his campaign months ago trying to fend off Republican competitors, but that hasn't happened.
And so after a lot of prayer and with the support of my family, I'm running for governor for us because I believe I'm the guy that can stand in and defend the Florida we love, but also address challenges.
Former Florida House Speaker Paul Renner stepped into the ring, announcing his bid in September. And Monday night, a fresh wrinkle. Republican finance executive James Fishback has teased his own run, posting on social media that he's heard from Floridians, quote, hungry for a leader who will build on Governor Ron DeSantis' historic record.
Okay, so really, Trump cleared the way for Byron Donald in Florida. But we'll see. I mean, these people, we'll see after the primary if they join up and say, hey, we'll help you get elected.
See, that's the thing right there. Most of the time, they're not doing that, and that's how you know. Like instead of being gracious and recognizing, hey, you didn't win. No, they're all holding grudges. Like, oh, something's wrong here. This isn't right. This isn't. You're not going to get the vote.
Right.
That's the problem you're having.
Well, it's interesting because the article made it seem like Trump's endorsement means like nothing. It still does, but there are people out there trying to stop what he's doing. And
Well, the left media will always make it seem like, look, that's the whole thing. When these like the media has narcissistic tendencies as well. So when they want to dismiss, they love to dismiss Trump. So they make it like, oh, he's inconsequential. No one ever listens to him, and so forth and so on. That's their tactics,
right?
But it's not the truth.
No. In fact, we just did that video where you can see how many people are donating to Donald Trump. So he's not getting less popular. All right, let's do this. We have this story, which is quite. Okay, Marco Rubio blasted China over this sentence of the Hong Kong activist here. Now, I hate to use the word ringleader, but he had a newspaper in Hong Kong going back 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago, leading the rebellion, so to speak, or the protest. He's in jail now, this guy. And basically, that whole thing with Hong Kong going back to 6, 7 years ago, it's done. That movement is finished, done.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can understand the people in Hong Kong that lived there for many years being upset about, the situation. But let's take a look at what it is. The only reason that Hong Kong was separate was because for many years, hundreds of years, it was under the rule of the British Empire. And then I think it was 1999, right, Gene, that the British turned Hong Kong back over to the Chinese.
I believe it was that. It was supposed to be two systems.
Right.
There.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think the Chinese left it at two systems for 12 or 15 years, didn't they?
Whatever it is, this guy, Jimmy, he's in prison now, and he was like the leader of this. But they
leader of the rebellion, right? Because the Chinese came in and they said, you know what, we're not going to do this two-system thing anymore.
Right. Okay. I got this video here, and it just kind of shows, like, you got to maybe remember how big this thing in Hong Kong was at the time. But it's not like this anymore. Here we go.
驚將嗰條線推前，
所以大家只係想為自己原本擁有嘅權利去出嚟遊行咯。我哋仲有好多機會去改變。
2047 is on its way, but it's not here yet. And until then, Hong Kongers still have a voice.
History will tell whether we succeed, but even if we failed, history would say they did put up a fight and they didn't just take things lying down.
So that whole movement is gone, and I get it, because in America you're like, oh, it's about democracy, but it's done. I mean, there's no more resistance, so to speak. They're in prison.
I know, Gene, but it's like having a whole other nation within your nation, right?
Yeah,
the idea of that. The only reason why the situation with the British Empire and Hong Kong is because the British Empire bankrolled a lot of the things that happened in China, right? So that was kind of like, okay, you can have, Hong Kong. But
if there is an opinion, China is saying this is an internal issue. This is an internal issue.
Exactly.
And I mean, with me, I'm just saying, it's like, okay, I have a hard enough time in America trying to right the ship or whatever. Like with Hong Kong, I mean, Rubio can say whatever he wants. He's a Secretary of State. That's his job.
Yeah.
Who am I to say, okay, Hong Kong or China, you should be doing this with it? And I get it. I'm just saying, it's like, it's done. It's not my. I won't say it's not my problem. Just saying, what is we in America going to do?
I know, but to put it in a different perspective, and this is a lesser case, but it would be like Portland, Oregon. Okay, so like if Portland wanted like their own whole separate government,
right?
And you got all those people there in Portland, and they're fighting the U.S. Army, and they're fighting everybody. You know, after a while.
Okay, right. So anyway, this is what's going on. I understand what Rubio's doing. He's the Secretary of State. Okay,
right.
This
didn't we don't have to name names or anything. Didn't they try and lure you into that at one point?
Yeah, certain people wanted me to get involved as a Chinese, Cantonese speaking Chinese person, which is the language they speak in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Tried to lure me in to go to Hong Kong to kind of like lead the rebellion because I'm like, hey, democracy and everything. Quite frankly, I'm just saying it's none of my business. I live in America. I'm an American citizen, and I'm trying my best to make America great. But like, what am I supposed to do? Meddle in another country, even though it is Hong Kong?
No, you did. Praise the Lord, you dodged that.
Oh, they could arrest me because I'm messing with their thing. Okay.
Yeah.
The last story I won't say is the funniest story, not by no means, but it's very interesting. And this one we usually try. Here it is. Now this is serious. If the dating apps get hacked, your private life could go public. So that story is from the day's dispatch.
That's the best.
I thought it was funny, not funny because maybe it is. You remember this case from a while back ago with Ashley Madison?
Madison.
Yeah. All right. I was like, when that happened, I'm like, whoa. I'm not on Ashley Madison.
Can you even imagine? Like, you know, you're on this dating site, and let's say it's like weird, like some weird name dating site, like
thanks to
whatever, and all of a sudden, like your name and all of your personal information is splattered all over the place. My goodness gracious.
Okay, Ashley Madison is still in operation, but you remember this data breach from maybe was it 10 years ago? I'm not sure. But anyway, here we go.
Life is short. Have an affair.
Ashley Madison. It's the notorious dating site where cheating spouses go looking for affairs.
I just don't want to get caught.
But you may recall that in 2015, Ashley Madison went into a tailspin after hackers obtained the personal data of more than 30 million of its clients.
The scandal over those hacked records from the cheating website Ashley Madison's getting bigger.
But what happened to those individuals affected by the hack? Some are part of a new Netflix docuseries.
I signed up with all my real information, which obviously was a stupid decision.
Well, how can you sign up without your real information?
No, I don't know. Listen.
I mean, part of it is you got to pay, and they're going to want your credit card, and the only way to use your credit card is to put your real name and all of your information in there, right?
I guess I agree. I agree.
And you know something? All of these companies. You notice how all of these companies get hacked, and it's like a year later. You know, like Target will come out and say, like, 11 months ago, we lost all your information to the black market.
I think, well, I can't remember. I think this Ashley Madison, I think it was more than that. I think it was it blackmail that they said it was. I think it was blackmail.
Oh, yeah. They stole their information. They were blackmailing.
Yeah, that was the Epstein
It's not
list.
funny. It's not.
It was the Epstein list before the Epstein list, if you remember, because people were like, oh my goodness, I'm on this list. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that is. Look, nowadays, you know, people. I don't know what it is, but very few people meet other people like they normally would. They don't meet them in the office. They don't meet them at the laundromat. They don't meet them at the supermarket. You know, everything's about these dating sites.
Well, I think it's the time that we live in. Everyone's on their computer. like I said, we had the conversation earlier. Back in the day, everyone went to the nightclub. Today, everyone's online some way or somehow. All right.
I know. But then they use like fake pictures, like the descriptions aren't real, and all of this, and and then you sit there and you're waiting on somebody, and then they show up, and it's like, oh man.
All right. Great show. Just so you know, guys, don't forget we're back here tomorrow, same time. The other thing is go to georgemagazine.com and make sure you get the dispatch there. All right, Dave Blaze, anything else?
Yep. Listen, we love all our people. I chide Gene unmercifully, but we love the TikTok crowd. We love our Facebook people. We love our YouTube people. You guys are what keep us going. And we've got coming up after this special surprise that we'll talk about tomorrow and the next day. Coming up, we want you all to be, if the Lord should tarry in his return, we want everyone to be future-proofed. And we'll get into that a little bit more in the days coming.
Okay. Sounds good, everyone. Thank you so much, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to go to georgemagazine.com and sign up for the dispatch. It's free. Get the emails and the news stories. And check us out Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you then.